I'm Kevin Moyers, and I run a small cow-calf operation near Hot Springs, Virginia. We produce primarily stocker calves for sale at a local cattlemen's association. We also finish out some finished-on forage beef for local sale. I grew up in West Virginia, a pretty high elevation farm where fescue is not predominant. And when I moved to this area and we started our own cattle operation, we noticed that our gains weren't anywhere close to what I was used to on our home farm. We started seeing heat stress in our weaned calves, also in our cattle. Our calves and cows didn't shed their coats in the spring like they should have. They spent a lot of time in the shade and they weren't grazing like we wanted them to. All of this together, the low gains and the toxicity problems, pretty much convinced us that we needed to make a change to be competitive. I would say overall our establishment has gone fairly well. We have a pretty good stand of novel endophyte, and watching our calves graze on it this year really has convinced us that it's a better grass for them. The other big challenge that we've had has been residue management. We decided to do the weight spray type conversion on the first phase last summer because we were dependent on forage on our home property to wean our calves. The bigger issue was that we allowed too much residual to remain in the field, and it interfered with the germination of the novel endophyte, and we didn't get a uniform stand. The other thing that led into where we didn't get a good stand of the novel endophyte, we got a lot of competition from winter annuals and trash grass. The phase 2 that we did this year, where we did the smother spray method, where we actually thought we could get an earlier start. We sprayed our Kentucky 31 in the spring, then we planted the ground with pearl millet. And then we'll spray the pearl millet in the fall and seed the novel endophyte. So resource management really has been probably our biggest challenge, trying to make sure that we have enough forage to graze the cattle on and not overgraze the new novel endophyte. Forage and Grassland Council and the Alliance for Grassland Renewal put on an excellent high-level class for people considering a conversion. They covered things like how to calibrate a seed drill, practical issues with establishing a stand, weed control. So really they were our primary source of information. On the financial side, we worked pretty closely with NRCS and our local state board, Mountain Soil and Water Conservation. The Virginia Forage and Grasslands Council winter conferences and the events that they host during the year, pasture walks, visits on other farms that have done conversions. That's where we really first developed our interest in doing a conversion. I'm happy with the grass stand that we have now. I'm happy with how the cattle are grazing it. So far on our novel endophyte fescue, we've grazed mostly our weaned calves. The grazing experience was really positive. The calves grazed the new stand really evenly. We didn't see any heat stress issues this year like we have in the past. You know, yes, there is a lot of risk involved, but you know, go into it informed and don't be afraid to try it.